Well, interesting times in France, of course, where we now know Marine Le Pen currently more popular than the French president after the huge backlash against Emmanuel Macron's pension reforms done without a vote. It seems bizarre then in that context that you've then got this push to make flying the EU flag in France compulsory on public buildings. Now, of course, we saw huge controversy in France when the EU flag was put on the Arc de Triomphe. Huge anger, a massive backlash. People like Marine Le Pen hitting out of this and saying that the removal of the flag, the EU flag, was a great patriotic victory. A massive mobilisation in France had actually forced Macron to backtrack on that. And yet you see in France now this debate over whether or not flying the EU flag will be compulsory, for instance, on French town halls. And actually the criticism of this move, the criticism actually comes from those both on the French left and right. You've got, for instance, an MP from a left-wing French party there saying that the draft law is totally out of step with the expectations and needs of local elected representatives and unnecessarily creates conflict. And that party actually proposing an amendment saying that if the bill for this does pass, then also the flags of the UN and the OSCE should also go up. As for Le Pen's party, they've also been critical of this. An MP from her party saying if mayors want to put the European flag on the facade of their town hall, they have every right to do so without the law forcing them to. And conversely, those who do not wish to affix it should remain free not to do so. And you've also had the former MEP, president of the Patriots, Florian Philippot, one of those in favour of France leaving the EU, actually out in front of the headquarters of the EU institutions in Paris, let's say strongly objecting to this. Watch this and let me know what we make of all of this in the comments below, guys.
Voilà, le jour où ils veulent rendre le drapeau européen, c'est-à-dire ce machin illégitime, rejeté par référendum obligatoire, nous, on en fait ce qu'on doit en faire, c'est-à-dire on le dégage. Voilà.
Ouais.
Hop.
On est dans l'institution européenne de Paris. Ouais.
Voilà. Et à la place, le torchon par terre, voilà, notre vrai drapeau qui vient. La liberté, la souveraineté, l'avenir, la paix. Voilà, vive la France.